start with Coach Scar. So, Coach Scar, typically, I didn't mean to press that. I got big fat fingers, and using a soundboard isn't my forte. Newlywed Games, we're sitting side by side holding up answers, but we're just going to ask you the questions we asked Wes, see if you got the same answers. And we're going to do it with a little sound cue. So if it's a correct answer, you'll hear I'm pretty sure that's a whale of some sort. And if it's a wrong answer, you'll hear Carl. That was a burn. You got burned, dude. Okay, so let's go, Coach Scar. We asked Wes, what is Coach's leadership style?
Aggressive.
Wes said, great communicator, meticulous in planning. Nice.
Yeah, that's something we've gotten better at.
He's a nice guy. Okay, next question. Question number 2.
Wes, playing time's not tied to any of these answers. Right?
Okay, we're going to scratch question 3 and keep it just rolling with number 2. What's one thing Coach would like to see more of in the team's culture?
Accountability.
Close. We'll give it
You get me a half?
We'll give it a horse. That's somewhere between a whale and a cow. Trust.
Yeah.
Close enough. So
well, you heard he had the right definition of it, right? Reasonable expectation of an outcome. So at least that one's come through. I've only said that about 2,000 times.
One for 2.
1 for 2. We got it. So, question. Well, this was 4, but now it's 3. Outside of football, what's the most powerful program / activity the team takes part in?
So they both be under the same branch. Now it's Team Impact, but it's a continuation of Friends of Jacqueline.
We got a right answer on the board. Team Impact is right.
Excellent.
Do you want to explain what that is?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so, God, I can't remember. Actually, it's telling because yesterday was Elijah's birthday. So Friends of Jacqueline is a charity that basically pairs children with pediatric brain cancer with athletic teams. So Dennis Murphy started it with his daughter Jacqueline, who battled through and is a survivor. And the eureka moment was one day Jacqueline, one of the nurses knew Kelly Monte, who's the head coach at Northwestern lacrosse, who played at Maryland. And she was getting treatment, and there was a picture of Kelly playing. She was an All-American on the wall, and Dennis would say, hey, Jacqueline, you're going to be fine. One day you're going to play lacrosse. You'll be just like her. And some of the people in the hospital actually got to Coach Amante and talked to her, and they paired Northwestern lacrosse with Jacqueline, just sending her texts and calls. And one day when Jacqueline was getting therapy, she said, hey, how come the person in the bed next to me, why doesn't he have a team? And that was kind of the moment where Dennis was like, this is what I'm going to do. Georgetown Football was one of the only programs to have more than one adoptee. We've had 3. Jackson is doing really well. He is a survivor, rang the bell at 5 years. But we also had Willie, who's passed away, and Elijah's birthday, who passed away, was yesterday. So really impactful. Right now we're involved with Team Impact. Our adoptee is Dominic, who we, on signing day in February, he was our first signee, which was pretty neat. They're incredible organizations, selfless. Been a great relationship for us.
Cool.
2 out of 3. I also just want to say that, I think that's a reflection of the program that you've obviously set up, Coach, and the fact that just knowing your guys for years now and knowing that it's not just something you're paying lip service to, but that they're going and visiting these kids, they're involving these kids. I mean, I know talking to Willie's mom last year that this was a huge thing in his life. So big ups. A well-earned 2 out of 3. Next question, Evan. Let's get it going.
Next question. We'll do 2 more for Coach. Coach, we asked Wes, what's something Coach says all the time?
Problems, questions, issues might be one of them.
Nope.
Not the answer we were looking for. The other one we were looking for, the only one, was something you didn't do. Figure it out.
FIO. It's going to be on my tombstone.
FIO.
Love that. Right above my name. It's gonna
Great.
Rob Scarlatta with a dash and say FIO.
People have to figure it out themselves.
We broke it down. Our spring teams, we broke it down, and one of the teams' names was problems, questions, issues. That's how I end everything. And we got problems, questions, issues. Come in and see me. So,
yeah. Right on. I'm intimidated by that. Okay, last question for you. How many push-ups do you think Wes thinks you can do?
I'll do 100 right now on camera if you want me to.
Well,
he's probably got me low, but that's fine.
I wish he had that much confidence in you. He said a solid 5.
Yeah. Don't worry, my friend. We'll be back in the same room pretty soon.
That's a hard thing to say about your coach. Coach, the last thing was, what is the hardest team rule that Wes said? What was the hardest team rule for Wes to follow?
The hardest team rule?
Yeah, the most difficult part about being in the program.
This is a tough one for me to answer.
The hardest team? Well, he's usually on time. He doesn't sleep in. So Hoya time, 5 minutes early. As a freshman,
Coach, I'm going to go ahead and
I'm going to cut you right off there with as many dolphin noises as I can make.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a 3 of 6 right now. Wes, for the sake of expediency, we're going to go lightning round with you.
Let's go.
And you have to beat 3 of 6.
That's life.
Nikki is also going to share screen. This is going to be a multimedia question. Wes, we asked Coach Scarlatta what the best part of your leadership was. What do you think he said?
Leading by example.
No. He said your fearlessness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fearless.
On the field, off the field, also supporting the other Georgetown athletic teams.
Oh!
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Roller coaster, right on.
That's
Question number 2. What's a part of Wes's game? This is what we asked your coach. What's a part of your game that you could improve?
Pass rushing.
Ooh. Coach said lateral movement.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I've been doing a lot of work on that.
You're looking a little bit.
Yeah, but he's got good lateral movement here.
There we go.
That's cool now.
Not bad.
Yeah, but Wes, you got to tell him who else is in that picture with you, though.
Oh, my mom was on the left. Grandma was on the right. It's a party.
Yeah, out of those 3 people, you had the worst lateral movement that I saw.
And
that's the coach speaking.
Wes, we asked Coach, if you show up to preseason camp overweight, what is the food that you overindulged in?
Pizza.
Coach said, we also helped him out here.
What do you used to steal from Coach Banks' desk all the time?
Coach Banks does.
Coach's answer and all of our answer was honey buns.
Honey buns.
Good times. Good times. I wouldn't have thought that, though. I thought it was like real food, but yes, that would be.
Listen, so far, you're doing terribly, but you have 2 more questions.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1 right.
What? I don't think you have any right.
Yeah.
You got about a half.
Oh, come on!
We asked Coach what NFL player your game resembles the most.
Wait, former or past?
I think we're going to say current player. And also former and past are the same thing. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Right. Very questionable question.
Current player that I had to save somebody. I would say, is he still in the play? Oh, jeez. I think he got cut.
We're on a roll.
I'm gonna go with Quan Alexander.
Coach said Sean Lee of the Cowboys.
That he still plays? He's a coach now.
I'm also going to take that. We'll parking lot that issue. Nikki maybe can do some research. I would have said Thomas Davis Sr.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, I'm kind of a speed demon now.
Yeah. Quan Alexander, probably a little faster than you. The final question.
It all depends on what year you talk about, Wes. So, this year coming up, maybe.
The final question, Wes, that we asked Coach was, when, capital letter, when Wes Bowers goes to the NFL, what will be the biggest challenge that you face? On-field challenge.
I'm going to get this one right. I got to get at least one right. I would say block destruction.
Wow, a perfect goose egg, Wes. Coach said pass coverage, although it seems like you're doing okay at this level.
Was rolling out. 3rd and 15, trying to set up a screen. He finds Cooper and he's lit up. And guess who? Wes Bowers.
Man, oh man, what a play there by Wes Bowers. Read the screen the whole time.
Pull it back a little bit. Let's see it again. This is a screen. I guess, is this pass game? Yeah, this is a pass game.
Cooper and he's lit up. And guess who? Wes Bowers.
Guess who?
I think screen game in the NFL might be a little different. So I just throwing that out.
I would like to follow up on Sean Lee. He just signed another 1-year deal on March 17th to return to the Cowboys.
Winning.
I don't know when to give up.
Well, Wes.
Well, hey, listen, I said Sam Mills to start out with, but nobody knows who he is. So that's just me showing my age. That's all.
Leather helmet, guys. Okay, and now, can we get a couple of dolphin sounds, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Sounds like bats at that point.
It's like dolphins in a tunnel.
Like a murder of bats. That's Chris. Anyway, we're not here to judge that.
We have a couple questions from kids in the league before we leave you.